Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me this afternoon. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions to your greater healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And after that, we'll transition into a lovely Reiki session where you will get some healing energy wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media, my email newsletter, and all kinds of other information and good things in there too. So let's go ahead over and say hi to everyone, start building this grid. It is, of course, Friday, March 1st, 2024. And so this will be my first of 2 live streams this evening. This one will go from 4 to sometime after, just after 6. And the second one will begin at 8 p.m. and end sometime after 10. And all of that's East Coast US time. So thanks again for being here. Let's say our hellos. Awesome. Oh, and here is the start of our grid. We have this mirror, which helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. And we have some copper here, which helps to break up any energy blockages. So let's go ahead and say hello. Oh, it looks like my camera is frozen. Bear with me just one moment. Hello. And we have a Gertie. There we go. Now we're working. Now we're cooking with gas. There we go. Awesome. Gertie, do you want to come up and say hellos to all the lovely peoples? Do you want to come up and say hellos? No, you're just going to sniff around? Okay, you'll be up here when it makes less sense. So I see Dell and Lori and Joanna and Flower and Chris, as well as Lila Ray. Still not still. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Oop, and there is a Gertie. Yeah, you want to say hellos. Yeah, you can sit on my lap. Yeah, you and your sister can fight over my lap during the whole stream, because you always do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, yes, you do. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, good girl. That's a good girl. So let's see what kind of requests we have. And for those of you who might be new, you can request specific stones. You can request general themes and let me pick for you. Super happy either way. Oh, little Gertie wants a cuddle. Yes, you do. Oh, you get a cuddle bug. Yes, you do. So let's see how we can bring some support to everyone. So, Dell, I love those requests too. Gotcha. Okay, just taking a peek at everyone's requests. Happy Friday indeed, Lila Ray. Sister Sheba, lots of love. Paul, wonderful to see you. Oh yeah, and thank you for the reminder. Dell reminded us to go ahead and give a like if you don't mind, and I super appreciate that. And how about you? What are you doing? Are you going to sit still and be well behaved during the stream? Are you? Oh good. Oh good. Okay, well let's do that. Okay, so we're heading on up to bring in some requests for Dell. So let's bring in some Super 7, some Indigo Gabbro. Definitely noticing some themes already. Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Garnet. Crazy Lace. Garnet. Aventurine Clear Quartz. Baba Stone and Selenite. Selenite seems like a great place to start. Oh, and again, my camera is not syncing. Ta-da! So selenite helps by reflecting nothing but pure white light. This helps us to better connect with our angels and our guides, and it's lovely for keeping the energy clear. And that's whether it's your energy in your field or of a space or of a crystal grid. I actually always keep a big piece of selenite right beneath the grid. So we'll start by bringing that in. Clear quartz helps to boost the energy of intentions, boost the energy of the other crystals around them. And they're almost like a blank slate too. You can hold them and ask them to embody the energy that feels most appropriate in a given situation. So you can essentially program them to be your own talismans or even stand in for crystals that you don't have. So these double terminated points, meaning a point on each end, they are lovely for helping to balance the chakras. So we will bring those in. I'm not sure where they'll end up in the grand scheme of everything, but we will start there. Indigo Gabbro helps with taking a deep look inside. Oop, this poor camera. Okay, there we go. Indigo Gabbro, or Mystic Merlinite, as it's also known. This is lovely for taking a deep look inside within ourselves and seeing what, if any, habits or patterns are holding us back so that we can start to make some changes and move forward a little bit less held back by those things. It's also helpful for women's health, especially around things like period pain and menopause symptoms. Lovely too for intuition and dream recall, as well as being aware of one's dreams. So that is Indigo Gabbro, or Mystic Merlinite. Okay, great. Green Aventurine helps us to expand our vision of what we're capable of and encourages us to try things that we would maybe otherwise not think we're capable of. It's also really helpful for general confidence, as well as fertility, eye problems, allergies, and even heart rhythms. But if you struggle with, I could never do that, or that's too hard to learn, I could never understand that, this is a stone that encourages you to give it a shot, and that you might be more capable than you think. So that's Green Aventurine. Kambaba stone helps with our connection to the environment and the ecology and helping to heal the earth. It also helps us to connect with our ancestors and the land that they inhabited. It also helps to boost plants and crops. It's lovely for courage, for confidence, and it aids in meditation as well as learning, especially learning languages. It also helps mental focus and noticing patterns, especially in a lot of data, or if you're looking for errors in a lot of information. This can be helpful, as well as labradorite can be helpful for that. Kambaba stone, or Kambaba jasper as it's often called, is actually fossilized blue-green algae, which is fascinating. So that is Kambaba. Super 7 contains 7 different minerals together, and it's lovely for every kind of intuitive ability you could possibly have, whether you tend to hear your intuition, see it, feel it, just happen to know it, and whatever kind of methods or practices you might have for your intuition, Super 7 can help boost it. It's also lovely for working towards larger goals, your bigger dreams, the things that are your ultimate end game of things that you're focused on. It helps with strengthening our energy field or aura. It's lovely for inner peace and harmony, connection to unity consciousness, or the interconnectedness of everyone and everything everywhere. And it also helps with healing past life factors, karmic factors. Also can be helpful in connecting with and healing the earth. So it's lovely that it's going here right next to Kambaba. And we do have a little Hattie cat too. Awesome. Crazy Lace Agate is lovely for confidence, courage, and protection. It also helps to balance the heart and solar plexus energy centers. It brings in a lot of internal balance, and it's thought helpful for the skin, eyes, and speech. It's also lovely for connection with physical energy, giving it a little bit of a boost. And it's lovely too for connection to spider, which is, yeah, if that freaks you out, this might be a stone for you. If you're like, oh, I love spider, it might also be a stone for you. But yeah, very helpful for anyone who connects with spider as like an animal guide. And also lovely for any kind of phobias. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. And, oh, hi there. Oh, it's a little Hattie. There we go. And garnet is lovely for organization, practicality, really thinking about the big picture, how everything flows together. It helps with courage, with organization, also with creativity and with strength and stability, even in difficult times. But anytime that you're thinking, what's the best way to go about this? Which way would involve the least resources or the least amount of my time, which is also a resource? Garnet can help you to get that level of organization, but also that level of, hey, what if we just did this slightly different and saved a whole bunch of time? That's a very Capricorn thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this up just a bit. If we don't start the grid even, it tends to go off the rails pretty quick. There we go. Awesome. So thank you so much, Del. And I know you'll probably have some other requests too, but it's so good to see you always. And awesome. Ooh, good requests, Paul. I love those. Lori, something for sinuses. Yeah, oh, the Hattie's trying to make room on my lap too. You're disappointed there's no room. I'm sorry, babes. Oh, it's only a matter of time until your sister gets bored. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, Gertie tends to be a little bit more chill until she's not. Hattie definitely is much more high-strung, for sure. Okay, good stuff. So who was after? Del was still not still. Something for a flare-up of chronic fatigue, as well as something to help fear related to physical health. Absolutely. Awesome. So let's do that. Let's bring in some smoky quartz. Let's bring in some tiger iron, some smoky quartz. Yeah, let's start with some tiger iron. Tiger iron is tigerite that also has hematite in it and occasionally also has red jasper in it. This is lovely for relieving fatigue, boosting energy in the body. Hematite has for centuries, many centuries, actually like thousands of years. It's been used and thought to be helpful for clearing the blood and bringing energy and vitality back into the body, because that was the part of the body that was given the credit of moving energy through the body, which they weren't really entirely wrong. It's kind of interesting. It also helps with energy balance, clarity of thought, and good energy boundaries. Helps to keep us from taking on the troubles of others. It's wonderful too for nervous kids, nervous animals, helping to calm and relax. Lovely too for creativity and the balance of the root and solar plexus. Root is basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, and solar plexus is our center of self, and our center of self, and also what we want and need in the world. It's how we bring ourselves into the world. But yeah, this is great for fatigue. So that is tiger iron. And I also want to bring in smoky quartz. This can help with relieving worry. And it also has some indications for general issues around the body too. So not only does smoky quartz really bring a sense of calming and help you relieve that sense of worry, it's lovely for protection, for transmutation. It helps to relieve energy blocks. It's been used to be protective against thieves for, again, since at least the Middle Ages, and probably even before that. Lovely too for hope in uncertain times, any kind of chronic pain condition, as well as flexibility within the body and also within the mind. And sometimes we can give in to really rigid beliefs or ways of thinking, and this can help move through that. Can also help in having conversations with folks who are a little bit more stuck, if you know what I mean. So I hope that that helps. I'm also going to bring in fear for physical body. I feel like black onyx is helpful for that too. Black onyx is also excellent for grief, but it's also helpful for relieving self-doubt, bringing in self-esteem, lovely for grounding anxiety and definitely fear. Helps too with ancestor connection, as well as protection from folks who would play any kind of mind games. So that is black onyx. So I hope that that helps as well. It's good to see you still not still. And I hope you have an awesome day. Let me know if there's anything else I can help with. Lori has some requests for Jade, Larimer, Ruby, Emerald. So Jade, Larimer, Ruby, Emerald, Azurite, Opal, Rose Quartz, Azurite, Opal, Rose Quartz, Peacock Ore, and Lapis. So the first one I'm going to bring in is actually going to be helpful too for Still Not Still, and that's Ruby. Ruby is helpful for releasing fears and negativity, but mostly for relieving fears. Also lovely for the courage to be yourself and lends tons of leadership skills. Lovely for fibromyalgia, love and fertility, financial stability, to help bring nightmares to a close, and also with making decisions, particularly decisions that really resonate with your highest sense of leadership, your highest sense of personal courage. So that's Ruby. Lapis helps with pain and inflammation, and it can also be lovely for helping to call in some career opportunities. It's wonderful for everything that we would think about in regards to everything that we would think of in regards to kind of having it together, being honest, open, clear communication. It helps to aid with personal responsibility, with just communication in general, living up to our commitments, owning up to everything that we owe, that sort of thing. Oh, and I'm frozen again. There we go. That's some lapis. Okay. Helpful too for getting over disorganization, getting more organized, and lovely too for vertigo and hearing loss. So anything that has to do with the inner ears. So if you're doing any organizing this weekend, garnet, lapis, and even dumortierite can be really, really helpful. But yeah. So there we go. Azurite is exceptional for creativity, and it's also really helpful when it comes to insight, intuition, and a sense of spiritual clarity. Connecting with your guides, even learning and gaining wisdom from your guides and angels. This helps to dissolve blockages in your path as well as energy blocks from within, and can be really helpful for quieting the mind, especially during meditation or spiritual work, and helps with muscle spasms as well as uncontrolled muscle movements, spasms and tics. Helps spinal alignment as well. So that is azurite. Rose quartz is the stone of the heart center. It's compassion, it's opening up to receiving love, to giving love to others. This is a stone that can even help you if you're shifting into higher versions of relationships. If you struggle with feelings around worthiness and deserving love, rose quartz can help you over time to grow and expand your awareness of your inherent lovability. So that is rose quartz. Also just wonderful if you are emotionally just overwhelmed or feel emotionally just sort of empty, like tapped out. Emerald is lovely for the upper respiratory tract, anything that has to do with like bronchitis and colds. It's lovely too for healing the skin and tissue, giving us a boost of confidence around our appearance, especially about parts of our appearance that we might be really sensitive about. Lovely too for reinvigorating our sense of passion in life, whether that's career, family, all of the above. So that is emerald. Jade helps with positivity and good fortune on every level, even a change of fortune to the positive. This was sacred to the Mayans and the Chinese, and still is to the Chinese and to the descendants of Mayan culture today. This is still a really important stone. This helps with peace of mind, body, and spirit. It helps with actualizing one's larger dreams. Wonderful for resourcefulness, confidence, and grounding stress, as well as empowerment and prioritizing yourself when needed. So jade can bring in an awful lot of good qualities. And jade also comes in a wide variety of different colors, green and jadeite being the most popular. But yeah, it does come in pretty much all colors. So that's jade. Larimer helps with connection to our spiritual purpose and having the courage to act upon it and making it actionable in the world. It helps with separating our ego from our sense of self, and it's lovely for encouraging us to find our own unique ways of bringing these spiritual elements to life and how and why we do it. This is a stone that gives you that like spiritual pioneer kind of innovative way of looking at things, to say like, okay, spiritual work has always been spiritual work, but what does it look like for the people of today? Larimer. So there we go. And I'm actually wearing Larimer right now, and I have been for a little while. And opal is incredibly protective here. This is fire opal. I also have some Mexican opal here in a ring that my friend Jane made me quite some time ago. This is very protective to anyone that does spiritual healing type work, anyone that has any shamanic practices, or anyone that's from a shamanic culture even may be aware of this. This is thought to help cloak anyone that is doing that spiritual work from anything that would cause them harm. Almost like an invisibility cloak. There we go. Now we're in action again. Wonderful too for calling on abundance as well. So that is opal. And for peacock ore or chalcopyrite, the energy of this, I mean, we could be here all day just on this stone, but the most common and important ones that we see here for this stone are help with executive function. That's your ability to think more broadly, big planning, putting things in order, that kind of stuff. Also really helpful with physical labor and delivery, birth, and with rebirth, sort of launching yourself anew and birthing yourself anew, becoming a new version of yourself, a you 2.0 or 3.0. So that is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. I'm going to put that here for now, but I will work it into the grid when we see kind of how it lays out. But thank you so much for being here, Lori. It's so good to see you. Just reading through some of the comments. There we go. Awesome. We've also got a request for... Oh, for Lori, also rhodonite. Gotcha. So rhodonite is helpful for allergies, autoimmune, asthma, as well as healing a broken heart, so you can open your heart to love again. It helps with dealing with any kind of dissolution of a relationship or even a partner's passing. Helps too with working through the past pain of emotional abuse, and it's really lovely for anything around insecurities too. So we'll bring this in. It's also a helpful stone for anything impacting the lungs, and it balances yin and yang in the body. But if you look this up, you're more often to find it referred to as like the breakup stone, the divorce stone, and it is known as that. So thank you so much for your request. For Chris, let's start on some of your requests. So we've got emerald. Let's definitely bring in leopard skin jasper. So helpful to our animal companions. It's in addition to helping with animal healing, this is a stone that can help call upon your soulmate relationship. It helps with anything that might be impacting your skin. And it's also lovely for anything that is impacting your balance or coordination. So that is leopard skin jasper. I hope your dog Eva is doing well. There we go. Awesome. And let's see. Malachite. Oh, we've got a couple of yours already taken care of. Carnelian. Iolite. Moonstone. And I'll bring in black obsidian too. So malachite is exceptionally helpful for anything that is impacting you emotionally. If you're struggling with really difficult emotions, processing them and letting them go and moving on, malachite can be incredibly helpful for that. Lovely too for overcoming fears and phobias. Connecting to Archangel Raphael helps too with depression, anxiety, insomnia, as well as arthritis, inflammation, pain. Wonderful too for anyone who is, and I know some of you have some seizure activity kinds of things. Malachite is often thought of as helpful for that, and for things like the pancreas, pituitary, spleen, liver. So that is malachite. And of course, everything I do here is complementary in nature. I'm not the one that thinks, oh, hey, you don't need medicine. You just need what I do. No. I proudly take the medications I need, including antidepressants, and do all the things I need to do, including a healthy diet and exercise and all that good stuff. And all of this helps. I don't expect any of you to see this as like a replacement for any kind of other therapies. So I'm here to support you in any ways that I can that fall within my skill set. I'm super excited to do that, but I also know where my abilities end. So let's see, what else did you request? Moonstone. Very helpful for connection to lunar cycles and any kind of natural cycle, as well as connection to intuition and protection of women, learning about ancient spiritual paths, healing traditions. Wonderful for protection of travelers as well, and for attracting serious love, like commitment-based love as well. Moonstone I often think of as being very aligned with the High Priestess in the tarot deck. It's all about what she knows. So there we go. So that is Moonstone. Carnelian helps us with relationships. It very much helps with the sacral chakra that's just beneath the navel, and that's where we have all of our relationships, whether it's society and the world, or the close, intimate relationships. This helps with both. This especially helps with things like sexuality, sexual function, fertility, as well as healing allergies, colds, and even wounds. Wonderful too for creativity and for attracting love. So that is carnelian. We'll just go ahead and put that on top of our moonstone there. There we go. Black obsidian helps with trauma, emotional pain, physical shock, and it's wonderful too for protection, spiritual protection. This can even help nervous pets. It helps with protection from words of slander, gossip, and spite, and for blocked grief, helping to process grief in a really deep way so that we can start to move through it. Wonderful too for changing relationship patterns and doing the inner work needed to prevent future abusive relationship dynamics, whether they be physically abusive or abusive in any capacity. So this can really help with that. So that is black obsidian. That's a volcanic glass. And iolite helps with, among other things, weight loss if you have that intention. This also helps with our clairvoyance. That's our spiritual sight. So if you're doing anything like shamanic journeying or scrying or reading tarot cards, this can be a very helpful stone. It's also wonderful for dealing with fevers, money management, and anything having to do with intuition. So that is iolite. Actually, let's put these here for now. There we go. Awesome. And I'll keep going through the rest of your requests throughout the stream. And thank you for being here, Chris. Oh, yeah, I am still having issues with my email, it seems, Lori. Did you reach out to the Learn Reiki Philadelphia Instagram? I may just not have seen it. Let me know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it's been difficult for you. I should have that email thing ironed out by this weekend at the latest. I just need a little time to sit down and really focus. Let's see. And for flower, mobility, fear, amethyst, celestite, lepidolite. So amethyst, celestite, lepidolite. Amethyst helps with everything that we would think of as being aligned with the Serenity Prayer. This is a stone that helps us as we look within ourselves to change the things we can't accept and accept the things we can't change. It's also really helpful for our spiritual awakening. It's a stone that also helps you to be patient with yourself through your healing process and helps you to keep from beating up on yourself quite so much. It's one that can really assist you as you work towards long-term goals, whether they're healing goals, whether it's something larger in life too. But this is lovely too for any kind of spiritual awareness, awakening, or learning. So that's amethyst. Also helps with sleep. Lepidolite is lovely for mood and emotional healing, as well as, hang on. There we go. Helps with mental health, helps with mood, helps with all of those things. Helps to soothe and calm and better understand our emotions. It also helps with highlighting patterns and thoughts that maybe we can release or take another look at. Wonderful for discernment and support of mental health in every way, from codependency to obsessive thoughts and everything in between. It also is thought helpful for addiction, as well as physical joints and even weight loss. So that is lepidolite. And let's see. go. Okay. So let's put lepidolite right here. Lepidolite is lithium mica. Definitely do not make any direct water infusions with this. It has literal lithium in it, which is a prescription for mental health reasons, but it doesn't work the same on everyone else, and shifting amounts of like drinking water that's had stones of it in there, not as stabilizing as one might hope. So just putting that out there. Celestite helps with discernment, especially with our intuition. It's like, is that an intuition? Is that some part of me that like logically knows that this is a thing? Is this, say, a fear showing up as intuition? This helps to illuminate that. It's also lovely for connecting to our angels and our guides and even our higher self. And it can also help us to enact our higher energy centers like the crown chakra, assisting with things including interconnectedness of everyone, everywhere, and your spiritual nature. So that is celestite. And we've got ruby for fear. I'm also going to bring in polychrome jasper because I feel like that can help. Polychrome definitely gives some support to the joints and also encourages us towards movement. This is one that if you're struggling with like getting up, moving and doing that, like I know I need to or I should get up and like walk or do my workout routine. Polychrome helps. It helps you with actually physically moving if you have mobility issues, but it also makes you want to get up and move around. Also wonderful for reinvigorating our passions in life, especially for our soul's purpose. So it sort of like reinvigorates you in a sense. It's very motivating. It brings a lot of confidence. And it's also wonderful for just breaking down indifference. If you've gotten to a point of like, oh, why bother? This is a stone to help break through that. So that is polychrome jasper. Okay, there we go. So I hope that helps. Lots of love to you, Flower, and to your whole crew. Sister Sheba. Seasonal allergies, galena, and rutilated. Absolutely. Galena, rutilated. My favorite ones for allergies are actually there already. Rhodonite, as well as carnelian, can be really helpful for seasonal allergies, as well as aventurine. Let me just take a quick peek and see which other ones are helpful. Yeah, I think those are the stones I have for allergies. If I think of any others that help with allergies, I'll let you know for sure, but definitely, here, let me reload this camera yet again. There we go. Aventurine, carnelian, and rhodonite definitely help with allergies. Galena is lovely for grounding, centering, and healing insights around the physical body too. So if you're struggling with like what's going on types of things, this might be helpful. It's also wonderful for reducing inflammation and helping to clear the skin of things like boils and cysts, even acne. Lovely for disorders of the veins, for your sense of smell, and for hair health and hair growth. Wonderful too for emotional transformations and kind of growing into a new version of yourself, and lovely for winnings of money and the return of anything that's been stolen or lost. It's also really helpful for anything that you're doing along with Saturn. If you have a big Saturn transit in your chart, Galena can help. Definitely be careful with that one. It has a lot of lead in it. And rutilated quartz is clear quartz, in this case clear, with rutils running through it. Those are thought to help focus energy, so whether that's mental focus or focusing healing energy to where it's most helpful in the body. This is a stone that's long been associated with being a lovely gift or talisman to someone who's going through cancer treatments for that reason. It also helps to give a physical boost to the energy anytime that you're run down or even coming back from being ill. So that is rutilated quartz. So let's go ahead and bring some in here. And lots of love to you, Sister Sheba. It's so good to see you. And I can hear the Canada geese outside, which is strange. I don't usually hear them this time of year. It's usually just a little bit too early, but we'll see. Lisa, wonderful to see you. Oh, you're welcome, Sister Sheba and Flower. Sleepy and forgetful this week? Me too. Lori, you did contact the Learn Reiki Instagram. Okay, let me write a note to just get back to you, and I'll do that. With business accounts, sometimes, you know how Meta does the extra other message boxes or inboxes? Yeah, there's like a bunch of those, which can make it really hard when someone reaches out to you. You might not see it. So let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm not on Instagram much, and when I am, it's from the business account. So I wrote a note for myself there. Okay, and sorry about that. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Help with inner peace in the storm. Love the angels and saints. Absolutely. So, inner peace in the storm. Okay, so Herkimer diamond you mentioned. Inner peace and kind of being in the midst of the storm. Yeah. So snowflake obsidian is lovely for inner peace, inner harmony, hope after loss. Also clairaudience, connection to our intuition as it comes through hearing. And it helps to calm overstimulation and generally deeply, deeply balancing. Also helps us with releasing guilt, and it helps to soothe loneliness as well. So that is snowflake obsidian. Fluorite is really helpful for calm relaxation type vibes, but also, and more importantly, helping you feel like the calm amidst the storm, very much so. This is lovely for dealing with any kind of chaotic situation or time in your life. It helps to bring a lot of comfort to, say, newborns, new moms, and anyone who's just gone through really like a upside down, out of control type of time. But yeah, also helps to deal with really chaotic work environments too. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is fluorite that's helpful with that. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. Let's bring that in here. It does actually naturally form in these fun octahedrons. Sorry, just adjusting the light a little bit. There we go. So I'm not quite blinding you as I come in. There we go. So that is fluorite. There we go. And as requested, Herkimer diamond. This helps to bring quite a bit of balance, harmony and relaxation, helps to balance and harmonize disorganized energy or discordant energy, and can be lovely for things like intuition and metabolism. It's also helpful for boosting anything that you're manifesting and for being in the present moment, which I always feel is kind of the best way to go about manifesting, to be able to sit in what you have now and appreciate it before you jump to the next thing. So that is Herkimer Diamond. There we go. Good to see you, Paul. Lots of love. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Joanna, something for cleansing the energy of a 50-pound rock of quartz, and I'm not sure what else is in it. Absolutely. Sage, blessed, etc. I want to eventually break it up or open. You found it like 5 years ago. And then you're going to have the rock listen to the Reiki. Ooh, absolutely. You think the rock is fine, but others seem to get a weird vibe from it. An ex threw it in a field next to your house a few years ago, and you just refound it. Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. You can't wait to break it up. Oh, totally. Yeah, quartz is really, really tough stuff. If you've already done those other things, I would say definitely Reiki can help, but also salt and Epsom salt. So I keep the stone of the energy of the crystals clear with selenite, Epsom salt, and sea salt. I have, if I can grab it. No, it's kind of wedged in there. I have underneath all the crystals to my right, I have a bin that is filled with Epsom salt, sea salt, and even a little rosemary. And those things tend to wick away less than optimal energy from any stone. Also putting selenite on the crystal, or putting the crystal on selenite. In this case, it would be definitely putting the selenite on the crystal. That'll help clear the energy of the stone as well. So try those techniques. But all the best for you. I can't wait to see what's in there either. But yeah, that's interesting. There's definitely things you can watch on YouTube around how to split and fracture quartz. So definitely look into those. Definitely be careful for your eyes when you do it. Oh, Flower has tools. Want to come to New Mexico? Yeah, definitely eye goggles. You can also look up lapidary skills. You can find different tools and things to help split them. But yeah, look it up online. See what you find. For Patty, aka Key. Let's bring in some requests for you. So red tiger eye, fuchsite. Red tiger eye, fuchsite. Desert rose selenite, kunzite, peridot. Sugilite, tire iron, azurite are already in there. Pyrite and hydro. Rutilated is in there. Snowflake obsidian's in there. Green onyx and bloodstone. So green onyx is very helpful for grief and sadness. It brings in a lot of emotional support. It's also helpful for really intense emotional pain. Oop. There we go. Also helpful for emotional support when you are really overwhelmed, like emotional shutdown kind of stuff. Wonderful too for making decisions and moving forward despite the pain that you feel. This is an incredible stone of deep healing and support. Green onyx can be this sort of dark true green, or it can be like a light, almost brownish green, or like a pistachio kind of color as well. So that's green onyx. Lovely for grief, lovely for intense sadness. We've also got pyrite, which helps to attract financial abundance. It also helps us to open up to intuition while providing a lot of spiritual protection. Lovely for memory and information recall, as well as the lungs, fever, and even helping the body to make the most of an energy healing session. Okay, there we go. So yeah, not sure what's going on with this camera, but keeps on freezing. Here we go. Peridot helps with fidelity and connection to your friends, boosts all those friendships that help you to be the best version of yourself. It's wonderful too for releasing guilt, jealousy, anger, as well as helping with any kind of digestive ailments, IBS, Crohn's, anything like that. It's also thought helpful for depression and weight gain. So that is peridot. Pink kunzite is the stone of compassion. It helps with the heart center. It helps with healing the heart center, especially after heartbreak or even following grief. And it's wonderful for connecting with and attracting commitment-based love. It helps with chemical sensitivities and those types of allergies. So not so much hay fever, but this could still be helpful for Sister Shiva. It's lovely too for neuralgia, new moms, and sleepless babies. So that is kunzite. But yeah, compassion. I always feel so close to the Kuan Yin when I hold pink kunzite. So there we go. There we go. Desert rose selenite helps you to make the big changes that you need to show up in life consistently over time to kind of reach. It's also helpful for redefining yourself after any kind of big shift or loss or change in life. Helpful too with finding a place to live and any kind of real estate transactions, especially the paperwork involved in it. Lovely for men's health, as well as supporting the health and well-being of our animal companions. And it's wonderful for fighting viruses, upset stomach, acne, eczema, anything impacting the skin. And it's just really good for if you're trying to get yourself to stick to doing your schoolwork and stick to school. This can be a really helpful stone as well. It encourages you to continue when you would otherwise feel like, I'm kind of over it now. So that is desert rose selenite. Bloodstone is one of my favorite emotional stuff hits the fan kind of stones. And bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope. This can help lift emotional despair and provide a lot of emotional stamina in really difficult times, or anytime that you're dealing with an emotionally challenging issue that's going to continue for some time. It'll help you to get kind of like a little bit of a reprieve and keep going, kind of like that stamina that you might need, emotionally speaking, to go through a long transition of time. Helpful too for relieving self-doubt, helps to quiet your mind during meditation and spiritual work. And just a general all-around helping the heart when you feel completely overwhelmed, like to the point where you feel like the ground has just shifted beneath you. So a very helpful stone. So let's go ahead and bring that in. There we go, just balancing everything out. Sugilite helps with connection to unity consciousness, the interconnectedness of everyone everywhere, and the awareness of what we put out into the world, we put back into ourselves, that we are more than just a person in a physical body. We are a divine spiritual being, and it encourages us to realize that about everyone else as well. So that is Sugilite, lovely world peace type stone. Fuchsite helps us to connect to fun and happiness and just fun for the sake of fun, a lovely Friday kind of stone. It's also really helpful for carpal tunnel, spinal alignment, sleep disturbances, and of course, incredibly helpful when it comes to things like inner child work, because it does help you get into that childlike place of just enjoying play. So that is Fuchsite. Okay. Just give me one moment with the camera. I'm going to try one thing. There we go. Let's see if it lasts a little longer that way. Okay. Red tiger eye is very protective, especially against like mundane bullying, whether it's family member, colleague, coworker, you know, a Karen in the neighborhood, anything like that. People that would do things that we would normally think of as connected with bullying, whether it's sort of throwing mud on your name, whether it is gaslighting, triangulating, moving your things around, whatever it might be. This can help on that mundane level. It can also help if someone is engaged in like the spiritual equivalent, like malevolent spiritual work. It helps to keep that at bay. It's also really helpful for manifesting financial abundance in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. Let's work these in here. Okay. All right, and anhydro. Let's bring that in. But first, let me just check out the... Hey, Vic. I hope you're doing well. Lisa, Catherine, wonderful to see you. Renee, good to see you. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, let me look up anhydro, because I'm still working with that one before I'm comfortable enough to like give it my own definitions. So let's do quartz. So I am using Cassandra Eason's Complete Crystal Handbook. So this is a lovely crystal that is both a twin quartz as well as an anhydro. Anhydro means it actually has water trapped within it. It formed around water. And you can actually see what might be like a little circle there. That's actually where my friend, who is a jeweler, circled the anhydro, the water inclusion. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that camera yet again. Okay, so anhydro helps with movement of water in the body, and also helps with fluid imbalances, helps with washing away old destructive emotional patterns that can cause us to repeat issues over and over again. Helps us to listen to our instincts, and also with being a little bit more understanding of yourself and of others. Helps with researching family history and teaching those things to children. And it also helps if you have a difficult person in your life that you have to maintain a connection with. Now, because it's a twin quartz, there's also in this same book writing about the twin quartz, which is two quartzes that are natural points that are stuck together. They grew together. This is said to help with, of course, pregnancies of twins and multiples, but helps with consoling if you cannot be with your true loved ones because of commitments and just being separate from one that you are connected with. It also helps with attracting your soulmate and helps to call upon like-minded people into your life. Helps bring peace to couples, communities, and workplaces. Yeah, wonderful. So that is twin quartz and anhydro. And this was a beautiful gift from my friend Jane Tice. She's been a jeweler for as many years as I've been on this planet, plus more. And you can check her out on Etsy if you look for High Art, Highart. So that is anhydro and twin quartz. We got smoky quartz. Let's bring in septarian, tree agate, and chevron. Chevron amethyst helps to relieve pain and tension, and it's lovely for connecting with your guides, your angels, and particularly just feeling connected to spirit. This can really help boost our intuition and our clairvoyance if you're doing anything like shamanic journeying, anything around scrying, looking at tarot cards, reading tea leaves, any of that kind of stuff. This is helpful. Also helps with channeling and mediumship, as well as any kind of degenerative disease. And it's also helpful for tolerance of others. So if you've been feeling challenged in holding your patience for others, this can help to make that a little easier. So there we go. So that is chevron amethyst. There we go. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And this is thought to help balance all of the energies of the physical body, the mind, and the spirit, regardless of what needs to be released or brought in to create that harmony. It can help with calming the physical and emotional nerves, as well as dissolving ego and reaching and maintaining a state of inner peace. Helpful too for noticing and healing from old habits or patterns that are not helping you, and for making new connections. So that is tree agate. It's also just good for like all over physical well-being. And septarian is very helpful for emotional growth, emotional maturity, and really doing deep work on ourselves, really facing the different issues we have within so that we can create some lasting change and move forward more easily. It helps with being vulnerable as we face those internal kinds of conflicts too. It also helps with supporting and understanding yourself and your personal identity. And it's lovely too for healing skin wounds as well as muscle spasms. So that is septarian. So let's see. Let's bring these next to each other maybe. Yeah, let's bring those there. We might need to move them around, but we'll see. Awesome. Okay, so thank you, Patty. Awesome. And Lisa, it's so good to see you. Continued support for your mom's infection and GI health. Sister's sight, brother's lungs, everyone else's hearts and joints. So let's do joints. Heart. GI health, we have peridot. I'm also going to bring in Dalmatian jasper. Sight, we'll bring in, we have aventurine, but we'll bring in sapphire as well. And lungs, we have rhodonite and pyrite, so that'll be good for lungs. So sapphire helps with the eyes and ears, the thyroid, and supporting those who have dementia and those who love, support, and care about them and care for them in some cases. There we go. So this is raw sapphire. This is also a lovely and powerful stone when it comes to channeling, mediumship, connection with your guides, high-level spiritual work. And it is lovely for envisioning a positive outcome even when things are really challenging. So, and wonderful too for speedy justice. So that is sapphire. There we go. Dalmatian jasper has black tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. So through a stone like this, it helps to deep clear your energy field and the energy field of those around you. It can be lovely for shifting energy of the past and allowing for new experiences, which can be really helpful in reconciliation of different relationships too. So it helps to relieve cynicism and jadedness of the past and bring in a new opportunity to get to know one another and re-experience one another on a better footing. It's lovely too for everything that impacts the, IBS, stomach upset from medications in this case, all of that kind of stuff too. And also helps for physical protection, for composure, maintaining your composure in difficult moments, and also for letting go of the past. So that is Dalmatian jasper. So bring that in here, here. For heart, we have a couple of good heart stones, but I'm also going to bring in unakite. This can help circulation and the heart. It can also aid metabolism, and anything having to do with, sorry about that, one more time, and also anything having to do with women's cycles in life. So whether it's that part of your life where you're getting married, or fertility, labor and delivery, postpartum, menopause, all of those different times in a woman's life cycle. Helps too with addictions, particularly smoking. So this can really help support anyone who's quitting smoking. And yeah, I think I already said metabolism. So bring in unakite. That can bring a lot of help to the heart. There we go. For joints, we'll bring in some howlite. Howlite helps with joint pain as well as dysfunction and injury, whether it's something acute or chronic. And in much the same way, it helps bones, whether it's a bone density issue, healing a fracture, anything in between, whether it's acute or chronic. And this is also an incredibly helpful stone for things like resentment, anger, and frustration as well, helping us to better process those emotions or even release them a little bit so that we can make better decisions and be a little bit more in control, maybe not so pushed along by the volatility of those emotions. Those emotions are totally natural and normal, but sometimes they can be a little bit extra volatile. Yeah, so we'll bring this in. So, okay, let's see. I'm just going to try one more thing with this. This might look a little bit like Inception, so okay, maybe not. There we go. Okay, does that work? Okay, there we go. So that is white howlite. Let's bring that here. So that is howlite. And you also mentioned your mom's infection overall. So let's bring in moss agate. This helps with infections, viruses, whether it's like viral, bacterial, even fungal. Moss agate has been revered in Chinese medicine for helping the body overcome things that, as they would call it, has wind, and that means spreading quickly throughout the body, especially things that shouldn't be there to begin with. Helps too with connection to nature and releasing fears of the unknown, and it's lovely for doing any kind of inner child or higher self work, as well as connection to spirit and the sense of unconditional love. This is very much a body, mind, spirit stone in all of the ways that you could possibly imagine. So there we go. So that is moss agate. Okay. So I hope that helps, Lisa. It's so good to see you. And I wonder if you're still having issues at work too. Yeah, luck for various jobs, getting things done, support for healthy and balanced lifestyle. You got it. Oh, wow, Joanna, you're having Canadian geese in your backyard right this second. Yeah, so if they're in upstate New York and southeast PA, they're definitely on the move. It's not just one patch of them, it's all of them. So let's see. Luck with various jobs. Lapis is very helpful with that, with getting things done and with balanced lifestyles, or healthy lifestyles. So let's bring in blue kyanite and sunstone. So sunstone can definitely help give your career a boost. It also helps you to be recognized and seen. So this is one that can help you to be noticed if you're going through the hiring process with your resume, with your interview standing out. It can also help to boost your opportunities in career as well. It's lovely too for promoting yourself or your business, and it can be really helpful for phobias. It's very empowering, it's very encouraging, gives tons of confidence, and it also helps to expand your vision of what is even possible in your life. Brings a lot of opportunity for career, and it's great for phobias too. So let's go ahead and bring in sunstone. I'll just sneak this in here. Go. And blue kyanite helps us with making overall healthy changes. In addition to that, blue kyanite's lovely for better understanding our intuitive guidance, including dreams, and for self-acceptance. Helpful too for certain types of neurological concerns and for harmonizing spite and pettiness in any kind of group activity. So that is blue kyanite. Yeah, we'll do that. Awesome. So good to see you, Lisa. All the best to you and your family. Renee. Oh, thanks. The grid and my sweater are vibing. I appreciate that. Also, because Renee is here, I don't... Oh, did you make a request? Okay. Looking for a mood lift. Lack of sunshine last couple of days starting to affect you. Lightbox helps, but yeah, gotcha. So let's see something for connection to like sun. And you're disappointed, Lisa, that it did not look like Inception. I'll see what I can make happen. There's ways I can do that here. Let's see. It's a mood lift. Definitely lepidolite is really helpful there. Let's bring in some zoisite. This helps with releasing negativity, and it also helps with discouraging procrastination and sort of avoidance of responsibilities or procrastination. It helps to really discourage procrastination. It's also lovely for seasonal affective issues and reconnecting with nature. So I think it can help with that whole like the sun's been missing thing. Also wonderful too for fertility and with stomach issues, especially the bowels and gas and things like that. So that is zoisite. So let's bring that in. Let's see, where would we like to bring this? Let's put this here and that here. So that's zoisite. So I hope that that helps, Renee. And for Catherine, headache, money manifestation, safe travel, patience, and creativity. We've got lots of creativity in there, but let's also bring in patience, headache, additional money manifestation, safe travel, creativity. There we go. So for protection during travel, we have moonstone in there, which is really helpful for it. And tourmalinated quartz can be lovely for that. So this is black tourmaline going through quartz, and this helps to break up really old stuck energy, especially old pain of the past, old traumas, childhood stuff, and just releasing and grounding nervous energy. Wonderful too for any kind of emotional scar tissue or physical scar tissue and any kind of blockages or restrictions within the body. Helps too with protection definitely during travel, especially if by car, and with general fortune and luck. And this will also help Lori as well as Lisa. This helps with opportunity for new streams of revenue, whether that's a new job, a new passive revenue kind of situation, a new side hustle or gig. This can be very helpful. So that is tourmalinated quartz. For abundance, we have actually, citrine isn't in there yet. For financial abundance, let's bring in the citrine, really potent stone of financial abundance and calling on the resources we need in life too. It helps to balance logic with intuition. It's lovely for nausea, fibromyalgia, and addictions as well as compulsions. And it also helps us with making really good financial decisions. So let's bring this in just beneath our howlite. So that's citrine. Pink tourmaline, such a helpful stone for headaches, especially migraines, but also for breaking down a negative self-image so that you can get to know yourself a little better, redefine how you look at yourself and how you see yourself. Wonderful for neuralgia, any kind of gynecologic issues, whether it's hormonal or physiological, or as is often the case, both. And wonderful too for spinal injuries and muscle weakness. So that is pink tourmaline. Okay. And amber has been one of our favorites as of late. This is lovely for creativity as well as depression, seasonal affective issues. Helps to attract lasting love and release negativity and emotional blocks, while also bringing in luck and protection. This is another one too that can help with any kind of, oh, you can't see it. Let's bring this in. So that's amber. So fossilized tree sap. So cool. Also helps with supporting those who are struggling with mental health in any severity for any reason. And wonderful for teeth, like tooth pain, teething. This has been used for centuries for teething. So that is amber. Dumortierite is lovely for patience. And in addition to patience, it can be really helpful for tidiness, anger, resentment, frustration, and for standing up for yourself, kind of empowering you to stand up when you need to. Lovely for healing of ligaments and tendons, which I'm currently working with, and Helps too with any kind of Uranus transit in your chart. Lovely for nervous dogs and for nervous people, I would imagine too. But especially lovely for any kind of situation that seems beyond hope. So that is dumortierite. I know it's a tough one to think about how to spell. So let's see. Let's bring this in here and here. There we go. Dumortierite. Awesome. I hope that helps, Catherine. It's good to see you. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Lisa. That's a great suggestion. Oh. So, yeah, Joanna. Oh, okay, you saw that. Good. For Vic, emotional stability, female stuff, energy. Gotcha. So we've got emotional stuff. We've got amber and lepidolite. For female stuff, we've got pink tourmaline and unakite. For physical energy, let's bring in bumblebee jasper. This does have large amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic, so do be careful with it, but it boosts mental focus, physical energy, as well as motivation to want to get things done. It brings in a lot of positivity, a lot of confidence, and it helps in a group situation as well to like get the thing done. So yeah, that's a great stone for physical energy and motivation to use it. So that's bumblebee jasper. Awesome. Hope you're doing well. Lots of love, Vic. Okay. And manifestation cords. Okay, good stuff. So manifestation cords helps to take anything that we're manifesting, boost it up to the next level, and essentially like carry it to spirit to help it be directed to you. So anything that you're working on manifesting, definitely look at this quartz as like a birthday candle in the grid. So I'll place that right here. And last two are epidote. Epidote helps us with our self-talk, the way that we speak to ourselves. If you yell at yourself, if you're mean to yourself, epidote can help to break that habit. Oh, camera once again. Also helpful with the nervous system, the skin, with recovery from illness and injury, and it's thought to support folks with Parkinson's. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Let's go ahead and bring in epidote. Yeah, this is one that I've definitely helped myself with as far as not taking on the, like not yelling at myself, softening the way that I speak to myself. Also helps with connection to the fairy realm too. Hey, Shell Bell. Awesome. And prehnite helps with connection to and holding a space for spiritual teaching and learning, as well as help to stop a wandering mind, especially during meditation or any kind of spiritual work. It also helps with things like lucid dreaming, divination, prophecy, any kind of big, heavy-duty intuitive work or intuitive practice. This can help support it. Lovely too for anemia, gout, the kidneys, and bladder, and helping to refuse any demands that are kind of unfair to you. So that is prehnite. So let's bring you here, and here, here, and here. You're sure there's something for you in there? Yeah, there is. I'm just going to take a quick peek at Chris's request to make sure I didn't miss anything. Sapphire, garnet, ruby, rhodonite. Labradorite. Okay, so let's bring in labradorite, and then that'll be our last stone. Labradorite definitely helps with sleep as well as focus on like things that would really stand out. Like if you are, for example, camera again. If you are looking for information if you're looking for one part of information inside a lot of data, if you're looking for errors, if you're looking for that fine attention to detail, this is a really helpful stone. It also helps with harmonizing workplaces and also calming disputes, especially in customer service type arrangements. Lovely too for clairvoyance, your spiritual sight, and enjoying travel. So that is labradorite. So where shall we place you? Let's put this one here and here. Awesome. So now, for those of you who've been here before, you know what comes next. We are going to go ahead and help me lift the energy of where all of you are at. Oh, hey, how you doing, Allie? And Allie B. Allie B, something for trust issues, denial, refusal to change. Oh, that is definitely, I'll bring in some bloodstone. Trust is lapis. And this is, and for denial and overcoming that, that's definitely septarian, which is in there. Dragon's blood can help grief and loss and also bring in optimism, happiness, wisdom. But this is one that helps you to have patience with yourself. It helps you to have the strength to make those changes you need to make within yourself. And it's also really helpful for learning from your mistakes. That can help you with like that kind of processing in a really slow and supportive way. Also helpful too for the immune system and the nervous system. So that is dragon's blood. We'll go ahead and bring that. Let's go ahead and put you here and you here, and there we go. Awesome. So I think we are good to go. So you can go ahead and help me lift the energy of where we're at and the space that you're in. Really simply, go ahead and reflect on anything that is helpful for you to reflect on your gratitudes, anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. Go ahead, throw it in that chat. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, how it works, how to make the most of this session, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. So thank you for being here, and let's learn about what Reiki is. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week. So go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on, or check out the whole schedule in the description so that you don't miss an opportunity. And just so happy to have you here. So if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one session or reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description. It's you can, as are all of my social media, and my email newsletter is in there as well. So what is Reiki? And I have a little Gertie cat here making my leg fall asleep. There we go. Oh, good Gertie. So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing in the West, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time where teaching anything that could be misattributed as coming from a religion, serious consequences. So this particular method is very, very secular while also being thoroughly spiritual. And I think that's why we love it in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of this practice comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which it's thought everyone and everything is interconnected and interlinked, and that spirit, in this case, however you define it, supplies this beautiful soul-affirming life energy that supports our body, mind, and spirit to do all of the healing and resilience that we need day to day. Even if we're not aware of this, it's happening kind of in the background. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and direct more of it to you, thereby allowing your body, mind, and spirit to do what they do even better. So during the session, you may have some physical sensations, your emotions may rise up or you might feel a release. You may also mentally be able to parse some things out that have been challenging lately. And spiritually, you may get some intuition, some insight, some clarity. You may also have a lovely healing nap that is highly encouraged. Which brings us to, how do you get the Reiki, or what do you need to do? Well, all you need to do is be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So you're good. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time in this session. You can stretch, move, bend, do some yoga. You can close your eyes in a nice comfy chair or lay down and sleep or just relax. You can journal, meditate, get a cup of tea, all of the above if you'd like. Anything you do is totally fine. There's no wrong way to use this healing energy that you'll receive. There's also just know that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus your mind. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can simply just be and allow the energy to flow. If at any point you get distracted, or if you want to go a little deeper into your session, just take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and you'll gently sink deeper. I will continue this session for about 25 minutes, during which time usually you'll see the lights move and they don't flash or strobe, but they'll kind of swirl and undulate different colors. Being that camera is acting up a little bit, it might be stationary during our session. Also, I will turn up the music if you enjoy the musical background. Thank you so much to all those of you who've been able to provide any support at all financially to the channel. It allows us to actually purchase music created by a musician that I can play on stream that is lovely and so peaceful. So if you want to check out our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description. She's got her own lovely YouTube channel, so definitely check her out. And I will continue this session for 25 minutes, at the end of which you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body, and then I'll be able to re-engage with you and chat, answering any questions you have, as well as hearing out any experiences that you feel inclined to share. And then after that, know that there's another stream later on this evening at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, as well as Sunday night, 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. My full list of days and times that I regularly stream is listed in the description box below, and you can also subscribe with your notifications on. Definitely don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying your time here. So let's go back, take a closer look at that grid, and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Ta-da! And let's do... There we go. That's about as good as we can get it. Oh, that looks nice, though. Well done, everyone. Thank you all so much for the beautiful things that you have in the chat. Oh, your husband's home, Catherine. Janny, it's so nice to see you. Welcome in. Oh, I'm grateful for all of you. Awesome. So everybody go ahead, get nice and relaxed. Oh, Shellbell, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So everybody go ahead, get nice and chill and relaxed wherever you happen to be in any way that feels good to you. I am going to go ahead and begin this session. You'll know it's begun when you kind of look up and you sort of feel that energy. And at the end, again, you'll hear my voice come back in, welcome you back. So enjoy your session. Remember, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. Let the energy do the work and just enjoy. I invite you now to slowly come back. Gently stretch or move. Take a deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you have any questions or anything to share, absolutely go ahead and use the chat. And if you're heading out, thank you so much for being here. You're welcome, Catherine. Oh, wonderful, Allie. I'm glad this was inspirational for you. And Shell Bell, thank you again for being here. Lisa, you're so welcome. Lots of love to your family. So as a reminder, I am back here in just about 2 hours to bring you some more crystals and Reiki. Oh, thank you, Del. May we all walk in beauty. Lots of love to you. Looking forward to round 2 at 8 p.m., Renee. I look forward to seeing you again. Jenny, you're so welcome. Aw, thank you, Shell Bell. Yeah. You're welcome, Flower and Lori. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. So definitely hit that like button on the way out. I am so appreciative for each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind to me, and thank you for being so supportive of one another. That fills my heart with joy. That is a huge way to help the stream. So thank you. Oh, brightest blessings to you too, Patty. Yeah, Shell Bell, see you again soon. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'll be back in a little less than 2 hours, so feel free to pop on in anytime between 8 and 10 East Coast US. It's always beautiful to see you all. I'm going to go ahead and make sure all the little fur babies have everything they need. And I'm going to eat and get ready to come back. So have a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful weekend if I don't see you again. Take care and bye for now.